In today's video, I'm going to discuss my 5 key off-season training tips that I'm going to be implementing to keep me cycling my best come spring, summer next year, keep me injury-free, and make sure I'm navigating the winter months in the best possible way to make sure I'm in top physical shape come spring, summer next year. So welcome back to the channel. If you haven't met me before, my name is Neil, cycling coach and health consultant. If you have been a regular subscriber, then thanks for watching and supporting the channel. So if you're like me and you've had a hard summer on the bike and you've achieved your goals and you're looking to set yourself up over the winter months, then it's key to focus on a good structured plan in order to make sure that you navigate the winter months in the best way possible. And the first thing you want to do is make sure you rest. If you've just come off a hard season, first thing you want to do is put your feet up and relax and make sure you're just switching your mind off from cycling for a little bit, maybe 1 or 2 weeks off the bike, to make sure that you're not in danger of overtraining and being over fatigued when it comes to setting up your winter training plan. So the first thing you want to focus on during the winter months is rest. Make sure you prioritize sleep over anything else. Allow your body to rest and recover. During the winter months, it's very easy to pick up colds and flus, as our body's going to be exposed to a lot more colds and flus during the winter months, spending more time indoors. However, when we're resting, that's when our body is helping it to recover. So you've had a hard season, maybe a lot of early mornings and a lot of hours on the bike. So now is the time to make sure you're trying to get at least 8 to 9 hours of sleep per night. Make sure you switch off before bed from any technology hour before you get to sleep. Unwind with a bit of stretching and yoga, and have a hot shower to allow your body to regulate its temperature more efficiently when you get to bed. And make sure the room is as dark as possible so you can really minimize any light exposure when you get off to sleep. So tip number 1 is focus on getting as much sleep as you can over the winter months and prioritize that over anything else. One of the biggest things people neglect also with recovery is just getting out and doing some active recovery. There's no harm in not getting on your bike at the weekends and just going for a long, nice walk. Also swimming, getting in the gym and maybe on the cross trainer, just something that's not cycling orientated is going to keep you active and healthy in the winter months with less time on the bike as well. My second tip for the off season, and what I'm going to be focusing on a lot, is lots of recovery and stretching. So during the summer months with riding a lot, tend to have quite a lot of overactive and underactive muscles. And those overactive muscles, such as your hip flexors and your quadriceps, and can cause certain issues that can impact your performance and can lead to niggles around the knee, tightness around the back, and so forth. And I've noticed that myself. So prioritizing a lot of recovery, a lot of rolling and stretching is a really key factor when it comes to my winter training. So 10 minutes a day, I'm going to be rolling a minute on each one, mainly focusing on my thighs and IT band, which tend to get really overactive, especially when we're cycling, which is a very quad dominant exercise. So these are very, very tight. And then once I've been rolling for about 5 minutes, then a minute on each leg, I'll be focusing on certain stretches that really complement the issues that I am experiencing, and most like my glutes, my quads. So the ones that I find really give me the biggest benefit are the pigeon stretch and my hip flexor stretch, like so. And the key one, which really helps take a lot of stretch off the quadriceps and the knee, is bringing the foot up and driving up and pulling that one up on the quad. So a good, really intense quad stretch. If you're new to stretching and you haven't done anything particular in the past, let me know in the comments below if you'd like a separate video on the stretches that I tend to focus on a daily basis to keep me riding fit and injury free. Third thing I'm going to be prioritizing is strength training. So during the summer months, when it is really sunny, you want to be out on your bike, probably spending less time in the gym. However, strength training, especially as you get older, is a really important aspect of you maintaining your strength and ability as a cyclist. So for me, during the summer months, it's once a week, but now I'm in the winter, it's at least twice a week in the gym, focused on those muscle groups that tend to not be as strong as they should be when it comes to my cycling ability. So because our jobs can be quite sedentary, focusing on the glutes quite a lot of the time, focusing on a lot of core stability and a lot of upper body work as well. And all these factors will help me to become stronger as a cyclist, minimize injury, and help me improve my ability as a cyclist in the spring and summer months next year. So if you're not implementing any strength and conditioning work, then start off with some bodyweight exercises at home and then progress to more weight-based training programs in the gym as you get more confident. And focus on really functional exercises like kettlebell squats, walking lunges. All of these exercises have really good transferable skills when it comes to your cycling performance. So focus on those, and that will really help you improve your ability as a cyclist. And the fourth thing I'm going to be prioritizing a lot during the winter is my nutrition. So during the winter months, it's really easy to get caught up in the festive period. Plenty of drinking, plenty of nights out, a lot of rich food, but essentially that's not going to do your body very much good. While it's great to unwind and let your hair down a little bit, it's really important to be very mindful of that in order to survive the winter really well, especially if you're going to be training and doing a lot of exercise during that period. Your body's immune system is already going to be compromised with the training, and if you add that on top of alcohol, rich foods, this is going to make looking after your body a little bit more challenging. So for me, I don't drink anymore. I generally go for some good non-alcoholic beers. What I've noticed recently, I've been focusing on a lot of healthy bacteria in my gut. My missus has been making some amazing homemade kombucha, and that's been really helpful in terms of increasing my gut biome. And actually in doing so, I've noticed that I crave processed foods less, and even when I do have some chocolate. So that's one thing I've noticed massively. And also I do take some reishi mushrooms, really big believer in the power of mushrooms. I used to take Host Defense, but I found a really good alternative by a local guy that I saw in Bridport, and just been taking those regularly. And all these things are just added extras to help support my immune system during a period where it's going to come up against a lot of challenges. So that is what I tend to do to focus on keeping my body nice and healthy during the winter, on top of sleeping well and making sure I'm training at the right intensities. And with that being said, let's talk about training. So during the winter months, it's key to have a structured training plan, and most of that's probably going to be indoors on your turbo trainer. And for me, I'm going to be focusing on a lot of zone 2 training. I did that last year, and that helped to increase my FTP by over 20 watts, just by being consistent with at least 4 hours of zone 2 sessions within the week. Also on top of this, making sure I'm adding in the odd threshold session or hard VO2 max session, or this even could be a Swift race, or like what we do within our Cycling Lean community, we have a regular group ride every Tuesday night on Swift. That includes a few hills, a few sprints, and everyone gets a little bit more competitive. So you can have an easy ride with some efforts in there, just like you would normally do on your weekend group rides. And this really helps to keep everybody motivated, keep everybody engaged, and help support each other with their goals going forward throughout the winter. If you want to learn more about the Cycling Lean project, you can also try it for 14 days for free. The link will be in the description below if you want to find out more. But overall, during the winter months, just try and make your training as enjoyable as possible. There's no point taking any risks out on the roads if it's unsafe to do so. So if you are going out on the road, just bear in mind that it's a time to catch up with your friends, enjoy the social aspect of being out on the bike and a bit of fresh air. And if it's unsafe to do so, jump inside on your turbo trainer, maybe enjoy a race on Swift, or join a community like we do within the Cycle Lean project, and just have a bit of fun, keep you motivated during the winter months, rather than overly focusing on being too competitive and taking any risks that you need to. The main focus will be just building a good aerobic base, keeping yourself fit and healthy, so when spring and summer comes round, you're ready to smash those goals, work more towards your peak, and be in prime position to enjoy a beautiful summer out on the road. So that wraps up today's video. Hope you enjoyed it and got some useful tips from today's video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't done so before, and we'll see you in the next one.